Hi friends, I'm Dr. B. Sandhya, a former IPS officer and a writer. I love telling stories. Today, I will tell you a story which happened 2 years back. Before that, I hope you are all enjoying your day. I too am enjoying my day. Look at the lovely weather. So, let me start my story. I was DGP Fire and Rescue Services, Home Guards, and Civil Defense. And one day, we got a call that the waste disposal plant for the entire Kochi metro city caught fire and the wind is blowing. Though the team is trying very hard to put out fire, they haven't yet succeeded. This is not the first time that we are getting such an alarming call from Brahmapuram waste disposal plant. But always we take things very seriously, and I talked to the officers in the field and they briefed me that it is a little tricky because the temperature is very high and the wind is also blowing in different directions, and it's not that easy to put out the fire. So we started our job, and though that day passed, even by night, our team couldn't handle the whole matter because there were heaps and heaps and heaps of big mountain shaped things of waste. These are all legacy waste which has been there for years. And once this catches fire, so it will start smothering from deep down because the entire heap is in such a position that once fire is there at the upper part, it can even spread down the heap, which is very, very, very dangerous, and that fire can spread from the downward region to other parts of the heaps. Our team was trying to uh, put out fire by sprinkling water from nearby river. There is a Kadampraya river flowing downwards. So we had to get water from there, but to reach out to that place was also very tricky because there also heaps and heaps of waste is there. And by next day, it was very clear that it's a serious thing. The district administration, the government, everybody was swinging into action, and we mustered our civil defense force too. And the very bad smell from that area prevented anybody else apart from the fire force and the civil defense to reach out to the place. Though there are many criticism coming from all parts, nobody was even ready to reach anywhere near that Brahmapuram plant area. because it was so harsh and hard, and humans can't stand that smell. But the dedicated fire force and civil defense team, along with the workers of the corporation, were doing such a good job. I know many of my officers from the fire force who had taken up such harsh duties were suffering from lung diseases, and the previous year also, out of this fire, many of our officers had got lung disease, and we had to take uh, the medical relief, specialized medical attention. So this time we did not have even time to think of such things, because if the fire is spreading like that, it can even spread out to many other parts, and the consequences could be serious. Our team had made the path towards the river, and we deployed motor from different districts to pump out water from the river, and the task was going on. And there were many speculations and suggestions, like let us use chemicals to put out fire, but it was all dangerous. Our team is very professional, and we know that if chemicals are used, that will pollute the entire river water, and that is more dangerous. So finally, we had professional discussions with many of the teams outside India, including the USA and all. And what we were doing: lift, turn the heap, and then sprinkle water. So that was the only solution possible, was the answer we got from experts all over the world. So we had informed the government about this, and I requested the government to allow us, uh, being the first responders, to take field level decisions, which the government also agreed. And finally, it took around 13 days to completely put out the fire. You must be thinking, what is this? Yes, there are such fires in cities like New York which could not be put out even after months. So that is the gravity of the matter. And our team, the station officer Satish, the DFO, Hari Kumar, the RFO, and the entire team, actually from all over Kerala, we had mustered the manpower, and from all districts we had deployed firemen, apart from the civil defense force. Civil defense force is a wonderful force. Actually, I could muster around 10,000 civil defense volunteers and train them. So they became so handy, and they were so dedicated. Apart from Fire Force men, these were the only people who could approach that area at all. Nobody else, even to report it, couldn't reach anywhere near this. And I had myself gone to the spot, so I know very well how difficult the situation was. And of course, the district administration uh, as a team, worked so hard and we mobilized engines for lifting the heap so that proper sprinkling of water could take place. And finally, when the entire ordeal was over, the entire city felt so much of relief, and the citizens groups in Kochi, headed by Justice Devan Ramachandran, came forward to congratulate the team and the entire team of Fire Force and Civil Defense were felicitated in a function at Kochi city. The government also took the matter very seriously, and recently I had visited the Brahmapuram plant. Now it's all a beautiful factory like any other factory, and the entire waste is being processed in a very effective manner, and the earlier mess is not at all there. So the state of Kerala learned a lesson regarding waste disposal through that Brahmapuram fire incident, and now it is becoming a role model for the entire country. And right now, when we look back, yes, it has become a success story. Thank you.